so it should be all.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grow the Potulation, Episode 1. We're sitting here with the wonderful Hillary Dulany. You guys got to hear some of the stuff. Very talented woman, especially in a very tough industry.
Thanks. Well, we brought my friend Kirk Ries with us.
Yes. Yes, he's
from
so
Captain
awesome.
Kirk's Edibles. And Kirk and I actually met 15 years ago at the first expo in downtown Detroit in Corktown. And that was the first cannabis-related event that I participated in. I was one of the planners of the event.
See, that would be so fun to do.
Definitely, yeah.
It would.
Yeah, and that ran for 5 years.
What made you want to do that? To
Before I got into cannabis, I owned a marketing firm
okay.
called Grassroots Promotion and Design. And I did brand development, brand expansion, that kind of stuff. And when I knew that it was the Obama election, when I knew that cannabis was going to pass, I met with my dad, who had a law firm, and I went over all of the stuff that I wanted to do. And so we just kind of looked at what are the things that are, at that time, what were the safest things that I could do.
Yeah.
Because it was a very scary environment. We did this expo, and we couldn't even say the word marijuana on the radio.
Oh, and what strain did you like?
I lit Gushers. It's almost 28%. I think it's almost 4% terp.
Strains we've had on the show.
Yeah.
And you guys' second breakfast is one of those strains.
Dude,
And we had
did you like it?
Yes.
Yay.
That's like my top strain.
Thank you.
So we also had I had cement shoes I bought at Grass Pro in Corona.
I love
Hi guys out there. But
hey guys.
But anyways, we were smoking infused joints, and that kind of kicked its ass. And at 19%, it was like, well, this infused is supposed to be 40, and Woolie's done kicking our ass.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There's definitely been some strength to them.
We, for the flower, I appreciate you saying that. So, like, you gave me goosebumps, because it's the thing that I'm working on the most is not only the brand presence in the store, but the quality of the product. We cherry pick the flower that we put in these bags so heavily, and the growers that we work with are owner operators. They're in their grows every day. Half of them used to be caregivers. I used to be a caregiver, but yeah, we really take a serious approach. Like other we're the only non-single source celebrity brand in the whole state.
Really?
Yeah, so what that means is it's not just coming from our grow. It's I've got 5 relationships so far with grows that we consistently purchase from, and we only pick like the top percentage of their flower. And it's also, I believe that high tides raise all ships, and that's what Willie stands for. It's one of the reasons that we really wanted to work with the brand.
Yeah.
The grows that we work with, one of them has been able to increase their prices by a few $100s a pound in this market.
Wow.
Because they utilize this in their conversations with the retails. So, they're like, we have flour that's in a Willie bag. And so because of that, they have a different trust level with the retails.
Yeah.
And they're able to get in more. It's a mutually beneficial thing, for everyone.
Not to mention that the only 2 dispos I've been to that do sell your product in the area, both those dispos actually gave a very similar speech, so they actually were learning about the product.
Yay!
Because
the
guys at Grass Pro did that, and Light 'em Up had your product, and they were talking about.
They are wonderful.
Light 'em Up, I like them.
One of the things that we do, one of the benefits of working with these farms collectively, all of us are super small businesses. Like our farm is 500 plant. Like that's the smallest you can get short of a micro license.
Yeah.
And the farms that we work with, we don't have the advertising dollars that the big MSOs have. We never have. But because collectively we work together, we've been able to do projects like the 1,000 turkey giveaway that Lighten Up's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, we donated a half a pound because we all put 2 ounces together and donated a half a pound for them to sell to put towards turkeys.
That's awesome.
So, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just, and we call ourselves the Coalition of Growers.
That's actually a cool
So,
name,
well, we all, we're all in our grows. We are all, trying to make a better product. Like, this is, I don't smoke a lot of other people's flower, and I love their flower. I would enter it in a contest, honestly.
Really?
So, yeah.
See, that's good to be able to have access to something that's that good. You know what I mean? To be a part of something like that.
Yeah. The Willie brand has been a seriously fun project, honestly. Like, I thought
can't
it was,
even imagine.
dude.
As we say at the shop, Willie fun.
Oh my goodness! Like, I grew up, like I said, listening to Willie. My dad, huge fan. Like,
Hey, Kirk, by the way, what do you think about that?
What? The
The
joint?
flower that you're smoking.
It's good.
Okay.
it
I'm
is.
still smoking it.
Good. Good. That says a lot, dude. But yeah, it's been fun, and the values that are associated with this joint with this joint with this
It's that
brand,
good.
it's that good. The values that are associated with the brand are just, they're very in line with us. All I've done my entire life are build other people's brands, and then I started building some for myself from the ground up. This is the first time that I took on a brand where it wasn't mine, and it felt like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like it's mine. I feel like we've sort of made Willie a Michigan citizen
Yeah.
in the brand and what we're trying to do. So,
Yeah.
it's been seriously fun. Dude, it's the other thing that I love about this brand is, we don't ever intend to be saturated in the market. We don't want to be in more than 100 stores around the state, because we have relationships with the stores that we sell to. We have relationships with the owners and the
So you're
staff.
more personable.
Well, yeah, this is a brand that is very much family centric. That's how we
Yeah.
manage our accounts. That's how we manage our sales. That's how we manage everything. Getting into potentially an all-woman store in the Flint area would be so freaking cool, because they'll have the exclusive. We give everyone a 5-mile exclusive, and
Right.
unless they're in a very large populous city like Detroit, like we would have more than one in Detroit, things
Right.
like that. But
Yeah.
I was the brand manager for a company called Tony Sacco's Cool Oven Pizza. My partner actually started the company out of boredom. And it grew all over the country, and
Really?
I think I've
Yeah.
even heard of it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the funny thing is that's how this goofy stuff started. I got surgery, couldn't move, was stuck on the couch. He brought Willie's Reserve over and was like, "This will help
You're
your
kidding
pain."
me.
No, he brought it for pain.
Hey, this
No
whole show
bullshit.
started with High Life Farms and you guys.
He brought it to the house, and he was like, "This is
gosh.
for pain." And I was like, "You want to smoke this? Do a funny video and put it on YouTube?" This
And-
was,
Yep, here we
and
are.
this was at the end of July. And
Very
some
cool.
people in this industry are just absolutely amazing, and you guys are proof of that. Like, you can do the hard work, you can still be humble, you can still be good people, still,
Well, thank you.
and you do amazing products.
Still come
I'm
all
about
the way
fill
down to
some of those
Flint to
of them
meet
up, 'cause
people
those
like
are-
us.
And then there's like stuff that says you've got like 22, 23 years under your belt in like industry work, and like I was like, why does no one talk to her?
As I'm very I don't go out very often, and I don't care that my name is in lights, and I just want to get stuff done, and I want to get to the I have goals, you know what I mean? Like, there are things that I really want to accomplish, and
You're very humble. Like,
Oh.
you're like, I'm just, see, look, she said, oh, like, you're just like, I'm doing what I enjoy, and it's happening.
can I ask
but
you, what is one of your major goals that you want to achieve in the industry?
So we had my partner had the restaurant business.
Sorry, it's
And
getting
no,
all
you're
sloshy.
fine. But no, my partner had the restaurant business in multiple states, and we have had licenses, and we were licensed in Oregon under medical, and then we
Holy
switched to
shit.
rec. But my goal is to see a company that I'm one of the founders of be multi-state be national, and we are working on some projects with Kirk's recipes and things like that under Hey Captain, and also a new brand called Geezers. We're developing it right now. It started out as a joke, like, because we are geezers. Like, I'm almost a senior citizen, and and the companies that are really starting to tie into the people that truly understand the industry and understand business both. Those are the people that are surviving right now in this massively compressed market. I mean, some of the things that we're doing, they didn't exist 10 years ago now.
You know what's great, too, is people like you two doing what you're doing in the way that you're doing it. People that typically are older that would be like, oh my God, that's a drug. No. Like, you, too, more than anything, because it's edibles, make it so very possible for people to be like, wait a minute, maybe I was wrong. Like, because I just ate one of those and, like, I don't hurt right now.
You know, one of the benefits to his products, I didn't realize this either. I just thought it was cool, and then it was explained to me, but they dissolve faster, so you absorb them quicker. So, I mean, we aren't a medical product, we're a recreational product, don't get me wrong, but I do take them medicinally. Like, that's how I started, that's how I learned it helped me. From the beginning.
I have a feeling they're going to be useful. Like, and see, things like that, like, would be amazing for my parents, too, because they dissolve fast. My dad don't have to chew on them a lot.
Yeah, like they don't get stuck in your dental work. Like, people with dentures or dental work, you can't have taffy, but you can have our stuff. Because,
or even an older folk trying to bite into a bit of honey, you know, and they like that. Well, they can't eat that now. When you freeze dry it, they can. It just falls right in their mouth. So.
Yep.
Or a milk
anything.
We've done meat, we've done chickens, we've done, eventually we'll get down to TV dinners, to where I want to make TV dinners at home for people. So it's done all that. We've actually freeze-dried steaks to hamburgers.
It's like
that's
marijuana-infused space food.
Yes, dude, yes.
And now we want to take it to the levels to where we're working with people with the diabetics that don't want sugar. And you know, in the beginning, I used to do a lot of sugar-free hashers and stuff like that. So now we're going to bring them back. But when we're doing the flavors, we're not using the dyes and the flavors. We're actually going to take the lemons and the oranges and the limes, and we're going to freeze dry them, turn it all into a powder, and that will be our flavoring for these. So you're not getting anything artificial. This is all
no dyes, no corn syrup.
Well, so another thing for a dispensary, they didn't have to worry about mold or replacing something, or every month checking through the product to see what went bad.
Right.
So that was another good thing about freeze drying. So we took it that way. And now we're making our own caramel M&M.
And
we're not using the shell, and it's even better, but we don't have that colored shell. So we're not taking that dye. So you're no longer getting the red dye number 5, the yellow dye, the green dye, and everything like that.
All the way around.
So it's all homemade.
I'm not claiming they're healthy.
I mean,
but we are.
If you're the type of person,
but we do have the sugar stuff, and we are developing the stuff that is healthy, like the soups and the things like that. If you wanted to go that route, or you want your sugar fix, or you want your sugar-free item over here, or you want your TV dinner, or your CBD hamburger up and coming eventually, to where you can just add the water back to the weight to it, and bam, stick it in the microwave, and you've got your hamburger.
So are you guys also working with other cannabinoids like CBN and CBG? And
yes, we do a full spectrum thing that we add everything. And as you were thinking about the tomato soup, think about this down the line. So we're taking a tomato soup, and then we took a grilled cheese sandwich, and then you freeze dry that. So when you take the grilled cheese sandwich that is freeze dried in the packaging, and you take it into the soup, and you add your water to your soup, so you got your hot soup over there. When you're dipping that grilled cheese sandwich that has been freeze-dried into the soup, that takes it back to its reconstituted form. So now you've got your grilled cheese sandwich and your soup right there in a package. So a lot of these people that were taking them camping, you know, wanted to go on hikes and stuff like this, they now have that with them. So we did it in a butternut squash, which we won the High Times Cup with. Then we did it in tomato, and then up and coming soon, we're going to have a creamy potato. And a couple other ones that will be mixed in, and you just add the hot water.
I'll be buying some of those.
Yes, Kirk took first place at the Gems and Genetics for which one of our SKUs?
That would have been, it came out, the Starburst.
Yeah, star babies.
The Star Babies.
Yes.
And that's what we call those.
So we're going to release, Kirk's products are going to be in stores in about 2 weeks. So I would say, the end of the first.
And we're going to show you the packaging and everything
Yep.
here in a minute, and they'll taste dry, and we'll show you some of the Willy stuff.
Yes, I want you guys to see
And everything
all the
that's
stuff.
coming out. And just know that soon the cheesecake bites will be coming out. The nugs that are going to come out, those are the chocolate nugs that look like weed. We've actually had people take it, crumble it up, try and smoke
Really
it.
can't wait
Well,
for the nugs. Like those. Before you said what they were, I really was like, why is he gonna just bust on a tree like that?
the amount of awards
I
that
was
Kirk has
just gonna
won.
say that.
Yeah, he's won High Times Cups all over the country. He just took first place at the Gems and Genetics here in Michigan. We placed in Oklahoma at the Best in Grass event.
We won 5 first place there. We've won in Seattle in the High Times. We've won.
Yeah, so Brandy worked her butt off formulating everything, like taking his recipes and then formulating them and just getting them into a process that then my partner, who has all the restaurant experience, can then scale.
See, that's amazing.
I like
You
the
guys-
idea because I can't cook, and the idea that I can rehydrate some soup that's good and it's got THC sounds like a winning formula to me.
Right.
So
'Cause then-
we got more of that,
geez.
that 70s show thing going on. Well, now when we introduce your product, though, you're right
See,
there.
I
that-
can't in the middle. I
Yeah.
start double
This
hitting.
is a strain that is not even out yet.
It just
I don't
got
know, but
released
it's
This
got
got
this week.
released.
It's got a really
Yes.
good flavor to it.
So you can pick this up then.
Yes, gelato. We have it in the 2-pack 1 gram pre-rolls in the Willy tins. We have limited edition swag. So we have hat pins, and they're all numbered. The card that it's attached to, everything is numbered. The first 100 are signed by Kirk.
Oh my goodness.
And they're going to be on our website, I think, in, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks. But you'll be able to buy them. And then we're hopefully, fingers crossed, first of the year, I want to do something called Captain Cash.
Yeah.
So like Camel Cash. If
Yeah.
You
Oh,
remember
shit,
back in the
yeah.
day.
I like
So
that.
they'll be able to redeem their frequent purchases for the swag that you would have to pay for on the
That
website.
is perfect idea.
But it's all limited edition. Like the hats that we're giving you, I think there's only 200 total. That's all there's going to be.
They're nice toboggans and hoodies.
Yes.
And everything's about quality, so we kept it that way with the items that we're doing. So,
Yeah.
it's nice to. Okay, so I've met people that come off very humble, but everything, like your merchandise, your products, like the business that you're producing, like you guys are very humble in everything that you do. Like you mean what you're doing. You can tell you have a love and a passion for what you guys are both doing,
Well, thank
and
you.
that's nice. Like to see.
Thank you.
It gives me hope to like, dude, I can't wait to see where all of this ends up.
but like she said, we all started out at caregivers here, just like everybody else.
I know,
And we
that's
keep
wild
it
to me.
real. Like I said, for me, when I go for things, I look at everything that I'm developing medical from a medical end, and then thinking about the other person across that's going to be eating it, like another elderly lady that might be sitting there. You know, what is she going to experience? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and does she have a sugar-free? There are more options out there. Does she have to eat chocolate? We're using a new slogan right now: no gummies, no chocolate, no bullshit, or no brownies, no bullshit. It's just because there was so much of that out there. I just wanted to prove that we can, and there is things that can be made medically and taste well. Look, I
Yeah.
love cannabis more than anyone, but when I eat something, I don't want to taste the big plant stock. It's
At
never
the
been
end
in
of
my
it.
forte. So a lot of the edibles that I've designed through the years and keep designing,
Oh yeah.
we want to make sure that you know, that it tastes right, that it doesn't taste like a big piece of can of butter or something like that. And I make sure that we use a full spectrum, so there is CBD, CBG, CBNs, and all the other cannabinoids in there that you want. So that's really what I'm striving for, and that's where I want to take the product, and I want to make sure that quality remains in it over pricing. And that's why I've aligned myself with the partners that I have now, because they believe in that vision too.
Yeah, I mean, these products are in line with, if you look at the price of freeze-dried candy.
Non-medicated.
Convenience store. Yeah, just plain street. Our candy.
I did just see some.
Oh, it's like
is
$11.99 a little bag.
Ours is the same price as unmedicated stuff in convenience stores. So we're trying to stay in line with that because as we're expanding into the non-medicated market with a new product, same product, just an unmedicated version, you know, we wanted to make sure that we stayed within that price point. You know,
Yeah,
because they
man.
can't taste
Now we have
the medicine on it.
None.
the
No.
Cosmic Crunchers, which are the Skittles.
No.
They are, we have them in sour and regular.
You gotta.
It's,
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
it looks like the freeze-dried candies you'd see at the stores.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, I'm.
And again, the taste
looked
is what
like
I
that the
go
other
for.
day.
So when he is tasting that, I don't want him to have that face of like, you know, I just
Yeah.
bit into some
Yeah, you wouldn't tell.
big old
You wouldn't be able
cannabis
to
chunk.
tell at all.
And everything we do is
You guys-
testing. If you followed me from the very beginning, I'm all big about testing, making sure everything is what it is.
They,
Oh,
Now, the whole
man,
piece
that
of these
cherry
Star
is
Babies
good.
here are 40 milligrams.
Oh my goodness, that is
They're
really
scored
good.
up into 4s.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Now, this is
They smell
a
good.
what we call a Star Baby, not a Starburst. But
Oh,
when
it
you
smells
freeze
like
dry,
citrus.
the candy is more intense in the flavor. Now, you got some crunch to that, to where if you put that on your tongue as an older person, you know, where we were talking about the teeth, that will literally dissolve in your mouth, just
Well,
from your
okay.
saliva.
Reactions. What do you think?
I think it's great. It's actually super sweet, super flavorful, but not too bad. Great texture.
Could you taste the medicine?
No, not at all. With either product.
Cool.
No,
I'm in heaven right now.
it totally dissolved and there's no flavor of distillate at all.
It's exactly like a normal Starburst would taste.
Yes.
But a little more intense in the flavor, wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
You
it
like-
can almost suck on it because it slowly just breaks down. You're like,
Yeah, it's nice.
And up soon, we're going to have honey sticks and hot honey sticks that you're going to have that you can
Yeah.
get a little single dose in. And
I'm
then we've got
surprised.
coffee creamer that we're going to be coming out with, the vanilla coffee creamer. We've got the, what's the other one? The salted caramel, which we also do in the ice cream. So all those go into a,
I ingest more coffee than I do water.
I'm liking this because you cannot get that variety. You know, even the products you're talking about, there's just none of those lines exist, and I like that. I really
and the good
like
thing
that.
about the coffee creamer when we come out with it, you won't have to worry about refrigerator it or keeping it cold or, you know, nothing
Shelf
like
stable.
that.
Yeah,
it's
it'll be
gonna
shelf stable. It'll be freeze dried.
You know what?
But yeah.
I am absolutely in love with this whole line, like the whole everything.
Thank you.
Well, thank
I
you very
really,
much.
I really am. You guys, I don't even know. You so many levels of talent.
Thank you.
We've been very blessed, both
Yes.
of us. And Doug Orton's how I actually got into the edibles, because he was called the Muffin Man. And I went to the hospital one time and they wouldn't treat me in Ann Arbor up there because I had weed in my system. So they weren't going to do anything for my MS. They made me suffer. And the
That's
man
amazing
brought
that-
me in a
yeah.
muffin and gave me that muffin that night. And when I woke up, there was a message, you know, and I couldn't believe how well that muffin did for me. And from that point on then is when I decided I wanted to get into edibles and get off the dope. And that's what got me into making edibles.
See, that's
And the
amazing.
very first edible that we did put out east of Colorado in 2008 was a blueberry muffin. And back then there was no testing facilities, there weren't no labs, there wasn't nothing. We did it by a 1X to a 5X. 5X was going to wipe your day. That was the beginning of everything. It was the start of everything. It was defiance. It was, we're going to do this whether you like it or not. And we proved, along with many of these caregivers in this building, the medical benefits of it. And what's happened during recreational coming along that I'm being a part of, and I hope I can prove it in another way later on down the line, that a lot of the medical benefits got lost to these products. And that's what I'm really fighting for, and I want to bring back, and hoping that the community and the people out there will follow that, because that's what this was built on, for staying off pain pills, for my MS, for the things that she has, or the kids out there. And
Migraines.
migraines. In the
Yeah.
beginning, we were doing a lot of stuff with kids, and you don't hear it talked about anymore. But remember all the autism stuff and the kids that we were making stuff for, the CBD, and how that all helped them. That was in the beginning for us, and still is to this day, or at least for me, was my biggest benefit of seeing a little kid pop out of a seizure from eating a little CBD candy. Come on, man. That's
Right.
what all this was built on. So that's where my passion in this lies, along with the business side of it.
You guys have done so much for this industry and broke down so many barriers for people that I wanted you guys to say this stuff and explain it, because I don't think they realize they would not be able to do what they're doing if it hadn't been for you guys doing what you did.
It's good to put a face to the brand too, and people actually hear you guys,
thank
you know,
you.
say
Thank
it to the people.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I mean? It means more than somebody, oh, I met those people and, you know, they're about this, you know what I mean? And you'd be like, well, you can Google something about them and then this will pop up, you know, and you can see what they said or what they're about, you know what I mean? I think it gives,
Thank
you know
you.
what I mean, a lot of credit to what you guys are
Appreciate that.
doing.
Thank you. It's a labor of love.
And now we're going national. I mean, that's really a big thing when I stop and think about it, because here's this little old guy like me, and I mean, now I'm in Oklahoma, now I'm in Michigan, soon to be in Hawaii when they go recreational, and some other places. And
Thanks, sir. So these are what the bags look like. And they come in 8th size, and then if you buy at deli, we offer deli in the dispensaries.
That's how I bought it, yeah, it was deli.
So we have ounce bags too. So
Oh, nice.
And
See, I
then
didn't
my
even know you guys
favorite
had ounce
way,
bags.
before
Yes.
they forget or anybody
Oh, yeah.
forgets,
Yes, and this one is special. This one is cool because they
I have a bunch
actually-
of these now.
They actually took and put the name of each one, and they put different ones in there for me, so, and then numbered them so I know what one they are. And I'm going to keep it.
So beautiful.
I love this. All right, here's the Willie ashtray. The poster, there's only 1,000 of them done, and this is number 422. Definitely having this framed. You guys are amazing for bringing this stuff. You really are.
Yeah, thank you guys.
you're
totally
welcome.
welcome.
Oh, yeah,
This
that's-
is like the coolest thing in the world. Right, you gotta like admit, guys, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm very,
meeting Willie is
Very old
very
music.
humbling. He's a very nice man. I got to meet his sister a long time ago, Bobby. A wonderful piano player. She was just a wonderful little lady. At one time, I got to hold all their cards, and how the cheesecake thing came about was a guy named Paul Stanford, who at that time was the caregiver for Willie and them out in Oregon.
yeah.
So when they came out there, that was his caregiver. Well, I made him a cheesecake one night. He couldn't eat it because he got food poisoning. Well, Willie was coming by on tour the next day to pick up his can, and Paul gave him that cheesecake. Well, he liked it so much, he asked how that came about, and that's how my introductions and everything got to go with Willie.
See,
So to
everything's
me,
meant
make
to
the
happen.
cheesecake.
I'm telling you.
It's
There's
kind of full circle.
Yeah, it was really cool.
now these are really awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes.
Okay, so it
I was
says
stupid. I used
Willie's
my
Reserve
matches
on the
that I had
side,
before.
but
Well, there's a couple there. Just
how awesome is that?
so we cut the runs off on those in between 2,500 and 5,000. So those are also limited edition, and you get one every time you purchase something at a store.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got really cool stickers like the stocking. We've got this one was my favorite.
Yeah, I worried that,
I
because
love
like
the
I said,
sticker.
when I came out, I led with Aardvark Industries, and I'm like, you know, that was like our third episode. I'm like, I don't even know if
And then
this
the
is
tray.
legal or those guys would like us. So it's kind of, like I said, it's odd that you guys are the first guests we had after all of that.
Honored to be the first. Thank
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, if we can help, other people who feel, hopeless in the industry, I mean, you have no idea. Like, you have to get 100 no's to get one yes. And before that, you might need 500 no's before you get a yes. Like, you have to.
And then when you get that one yes, you might get screwed over by a couple of them yeses. So it's been difficult. It really has. That doesn't mean that someone sitting in that other room or another caregiver that Hillary and I wouldn't want to help out. If you have that passion and that drive, I believe that both of us would try and help the best we could. I'm not saying I'll give you everything, because nothing was given to me, nor
Right.
her. So, but would we extend a hand and help you? I'm
We still
confident we would.
Dude, we still donate to caregiver events and things like that. We try to sponsor what we can. I mean, this is where we came from.
But there's more than just THC. There's more than just, there's benefits to this stuff, you know what I mean? Then it'll be great.
And the THC really is the least part about it. I mean, it's the terpenes that are providing most of the real benefits that you need from a medical aspect. Don't get me wrong, do I use it as recreational? Yeah. But I'm not eating pain pills. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing lines of coke anymore. All that's behind me. That's a different chapter in my life. Again, do I have the patience to sit there and talk with the business suit that wants to know the SOPs and this and the bottom number of that and what did you spend on this and the baggie and how much did this candy cost and that gets nerve-wracking and that's not for me anymore. So I had to learn to surround myself with people that know that. My side of the thing is to design and create items for the public out there that are a medical use, that are not just, and don't get me wrong, yeah, we have sugar stuff out here, I get it, the candy stuff, but I want to come up with design the stuff with the sugar-free and the other items that we got coming up made with coconut water and fresh fruit and turmeric and all these things that are going to add to health that I want to really get into. Those are the things that I want to produce. But again, if you are someone out there and you're wanting to reach that micro business grow out there to go from this side to this side, come talk to Hillary or put it. If we have time, I'll talk with you. I can't swear, I'll give you every minute of my time, but I mean, I would be more than happy to help.
I mean, like, it's still the social thing in business. You guys can still
try to do good,
Yeah.
even though we're recreational now. We can still try and do good. I mean, we're not making claims. We're not doing anything that, that says that we're, on the medical side or anything. But we are from there.
Yeah.
So, I think you can still put that energy and put that intention into your products.
So again,
Everything
I
is-
thank everyone for having us. I thank for the position I'm in. I'm thankful for my partners. I'm thankful for my lady Brandy, who's
I
definitely
love
helped me
her.
out a
She
lot.
sounds amazingly
Very, very
intelligent.
smart woman. Very.
Yes.
Well, so thank you. I hope, I hope the shows that you continue, to shoot continue to highlight, all the things that can be done. I
Yes.
mean, that's the reason that I decided to do this, was because you wanted to talk to people and show successes, among people in our industry. So there's,
I'm so grateful.
Yeah, we
so
are
grateful for
very
you
grateful.
guys.
Well, appreciate you.
thank
Thank
you.
you for
I
having
appreciate
us.
you so
Thank
much.
you guys.
Thank you
Yeah.
folks for out there
Thank you
listening.
guys. I
so
absolutely love
welcome.
it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything. And we're going to definitely put up some pictures with the products because the lighting's a little different.
You'll
Thanks
have
for
flips.
watching.
Thank y'all. Peace.
Bye.